of the ring, go nuts, which is exactly what I predict these superstars will be doing momentarily.
Vicious right forearm. Uh-oh.
Oh, not today. Caught by surprise with the DDT.
Elbow drop. Piercing. Well-placed kick. Kick. Nasty kick.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back. Catches the kick.
Dragon screw. Oh, point of the elbow finds the mark. Spiked with a Michinoku driver. Dropping the elbow. And the pressure on Andre continues to mount.
Cena showing that trademark ruthless aggression.
Sky high. And Andre expected that. Recover from Andre the Giant. He kicks out almost immediately.
He was really looking for a quick pinfall there. Sportsmanship is out the window. We are in it now, gentlemen.
Yeah, no DQ match has a way of dragging out superstars' more primitive instincts.
What was that? He had him exactly where he wanted him.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done. Clutch.
Gonna break someone's back and make him humble.
Cena's in trouble.
Gotta find a way out of the camel clutch. That'll do it.
Punch right to the face. Military press. He's looking to take things to the outside now. Andre gets reversed. Oh, the elbow connects. As the fight continues ringside, we may need to relocate soon.
I'm already ahead of you. Grabbing my notes. Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
Headbutt to the back of the neck. Boom, impact.
Big forearm.
What a punch. Using the elbow as a weapon. His body is dealing with a lot of stress here.
That's the kind of offense that got John Cena to where he is today.
Ooh, man. Looks like he knew what was coming up.
Some showboating from Andre here.
Got out of the way. And he now slides back into the ring.
He's headed out to the ringside area.
Nice running crossbody. Boom.
Boom, what a kick.
Oh, man. Look at Cena now. We know what he has in mind. Cena muscling up his opponent. We know what's next.
Attitude adjustment. But the franchise isn't done yet, Byron.
Round two.
He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say that too loud, Saxon. You might get caught.
Powers it up. In position for the attitude adjustment. Now gonna roll all the way through. Power him up again. This is a ridiculous feat of strength.
Andre is in big, big trouble.
Goes for the pin.
snatched away.
This match just keeps getting more and more exciting.
And Super Cena's mind must be rattling, trying to figure out what he must do next. Elbow drop.
Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Cena delivers a five-knuckle shuffle.
This has to be it.
Finally, monumental victory.
Here is your winner,
A big victory here tonight for John.
Listen to the WWE Universe. They are shocked. Andre lost.
Well, this is not something we thought we'd see. From the top. Whoa, look out.
All that size and momentum landing with a sickening thud.
The Giant is reeling to his feet.
Cena, his opponent up.
Attitude adjustment. He's not done yet. Powering through. John looking for another one.
One more time.
And another attitude adjustment.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion,
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
On his way to defend. Intensity on the face of the champ. The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned, Cobra Clutch, torturing their opponent.
Just excruciating pain. There's no way you can sustain being in this submission much longer.
Will the pain be too much? Will there be a surrender?
A new champion! He did it!
What?
Rocky did it!
What?
Here is your winner, and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
Congratulations to Rocky Maivia on his first ever title win. Rocky.
in a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight. George the Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the Animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief, Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Making a move, but is it the right moment? Taking it step by step, climbing onwards and upwards.
Falls back to the mat.
Didn't have anywhere to escape to.
He's down, but is he out? Well, George has certainly seen better days.
Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the Animal. Oh.
Biting the hand? Good grief. That's a bit absurd. Getting him right into the corner.
Doesn't want to be on the top rope like this.
He's got precarious position for both superstars from the top.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Momentum is all with Maivia now.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief.
The Animal may be wounded prey at this point.
The High Chief closing in on a successful hunt.
What a counter by Peter Maivia. Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos. But Peter Maivia has something brewing.
Break you have.
And George is laid out.
Here he goes, up the wall of the steel cage.
Flying.
We've seen that Steele isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional who's game planned for this stipulation. And Steele, well, I think he just shows up to the arena and asks who he's fighting.
With all these blows to the head, he has to be disoriented.
I think that's the plan, Cole. Trying to keep him on the back foot.
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh, yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the persona. He's making his move.
For the win, and a quick kick out.
Where in the world does one find such strength at this stage to kick out? That early in the count.
Chop. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
Oh, walloped by a huge club.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that. He's trying again.
Step you in half.
Is it enough? Is it enough for Peter Maivia?
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the Animal out here.
Taking it nice and steady, trying to make it to the top.
And he's done it. Made it all the way up the side of the cage. Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top of the cage.
Every second he wastes up there is crucial time lost.
And the High Chief defeats the Animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
And he Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief.
She's not like most girls. She's also...
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring Tournament. Introducing first.
And it's all come down to... And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Lyra Valkyria, one of the most technical wrestlers in NXT Women's Division history.
But the game is about so much more than technique. It's about experience and timing, knowing when to tap into certain parts of your psyche. Nia knows this, and we've seen it for years.
The big question is, does Lyra?
Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria facing off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring Tournament. Who will take home the crown?
Oh, man.
Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Graves.
Good Lord. Talk about getting drilled.
And Lyra is brought to a disadvantage now.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here.
Hoisting their opponent up into a glam slam.
Anything can happen in WWE. It used to be a tagline, but it's the truth, and Lyra Valkyria is living it.
Over the last 12 months, Lyra has already knocked off the likes of Becky Lynch and Io Sky, but she's never faced anyone the size of Jax. This is a first for her career.
Lyra managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
Valkyria trying to bring the fight.
Don't do it!
Suicide dive!
Risking it all and able to connect like a homing missile.
Well, if you're Lyra Valkyria, what do you do to pull off a massive upset tonight?
Well, Lyra's a technical wizard, Cole. In fact, from a technique perspective, she may actually have Nia Jax outgunned. And beyond relying on her technique, if I'm Lyra, I'm going to try to frustrate Nia. I don't know how possible that is, but if you frustrate Nia, she may make a crucial mistake.
Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade. Bam! She flipped that attack around. And it appears that the crowd is now within reach for Jax.
Well, if you didn't see things going this way, you're a fool.
You set right into that corner. Ooh!
Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she hasn't won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the Irresistible Force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
And she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now.
An early offense from Nia Jax.
And the Irresistible Force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here. Each shot landing with a little bit more venom.
Nia Jax flushes this one off.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display. Slugging away with everything they've got. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second Queen of the Ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
But you've got to believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size.
So ruthless. Golly, Nia is just cornering Valkyria. Jax abusing Lyra, showing no mercy. I think it's a preview of what kind of queen Nia Jax would be.
The kind of queen that will happily send victim.
This could be over. Right here. Powerbomb.
And now it's all Nia.
Placed against the turnbuckles. Look at this. Placed in the tree of woe.
Stuck in the tree of woe.
They are doing whatever they please. Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow. Undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months. And Jax has stayed that dominant for years.
Nia Jax.
Turns it around.
At last, Lyra keeping that string of offense in check.
The U-turn Valkyria needed in this match could have been that right there.
Lyra just hit Nia with a big move, but can she capitalize?
Look at the height. Oh, splash! Jax looks absolutely out of it.
The cover!
I'm absolutely stunned. A display of near superhuman resilience.
After seeing that, it's hard to imagine what it's going to take to keep this competitor down.
But if we see one more devastating move again, this can be over soon. Knew what Valkyria had coming. There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Please, let's call the move by its real name. It's a Samoan driver. You think Nia Jax doesn't have the Samoan driver scouted?
Sidewalk slam.
You have got to be kidding me. A deadlift military press. This is unreal power. And face first they go.
And Lyra is brought to a disadvantage now.
Valkyria needs to figure things out. Oh my gosh, with one hand.
Brought in the hard way. Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Triple H, going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new Queen.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? He had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. It became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins. And he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin.
Is he here?
Well, there's the rattlesnake mute. It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now a pissed off Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack. You can't blame Austin for the damage he inflicts on Rikishi tonight.
Byron, a lesser man wouldn't have survived. Stone Cold promised that Rikishi's days of walking above ground are over. This is no holds barred. And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the Shark Tank that is WWE.
Are you serious, Corey? Rikishi ran over another human being. We're fortunate that it only put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you would even condone what Rikishi did.
Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's actions. I'm just saying I understand them.
Fast thinking saved him there.
Taking a swing straight to the face. And Byron,